Wrestlemania, Night 1, the WWE Championship. Drew McIntyre, the challenger, versus the champion, the almighty Bobby Lashley. Let's get into it. Hey everybody, it's me, your boy, 10 Lives and One once again, and as you can still see, the voice is still not 100%, but I'm gonna make this video for you guys because my subscribers are going up, and thank you so much. Let's get into the main event, the first half of the main event of WrestleMania Night 1. Drew McIntyre versus the champ, Bobby Lashley. Listen, from the beginning of this match, in fact, prior to the match, when the rain delay stopped it. Once again, we are all pumped up with the fans in attendance. We're going crazy. Vince McMahon has just spoken to us, and we are rattling the building, and the crowd is electric. And then, attention, please evacuate due to thunder and lightning. Oh my God. Dejection. Like an air coming out of a balloon. Everybody's dejected, depleted, and we're like, oh, not again. So they did a nice little vignette in the back where they were arguing. I like that to keep the intensity up. We were watching because we all had TVs in the back. And then we get the match. Finally, we get the match. Drew McIntyre comes out, the Scottish Warrior. He has this giant Conan sword, puts it in, boom, pyro, fire, everywhere, boom. Then Bobby Lashley with MVP, and we'll talk about him a lot later. He comes out looking massive. Bobby Lashley, 17 years to get to the main event of WrestleMania. Drew McIntyre, 16 years. These guys have both paid their dues, and both of them in the ring, face to face. The payoff was great, just to see him in the ring. The crowd was a little depleted, but they understood why, and they drew us right back in. Collar and elbow tie up, lock up, shoulder blocks. Drew goes down. Bobby Lashley shows his strength, but Drew pops right back up, shows he's not to be played with either. These two had a good verbal thing going in the ring. Bitch here, bitch there, cursing each other out. I loved it. Drew even gave him the FU, like, yeah, whatever. Intensity is what we need in these matches to keep us enthralled, to keep the fans drawn in. I thought it was great. The match went back and forth. We saw some kip-ups. We saw a lot of belly-to-bellies, some great belly-to-bellies by Drew. I mean, over-the-head belly-to-bellies. Bobby Lashley's not a light guy. He's 285, 290 pounds. Boom! And Drew threw him with ease. Great on both of those guys' part. Then, of course, Lashley comes back, ground and pound, Kimura locks. Bobby, remember this, Bobby is a legitimate fighter. Amateur wrestler, Bellator, the guy has it going on. He is a tough dude in real life. Former Army Ranger, thank you for your service, Mr. Lashley. And let me tell you something, nothing disappointed about this match. The back and forth, the crowd, MVP's involvement. You can hear MVP in the background shouting out instructions to Lashley, which is great. When you have a manager at the ring, you always want him to be vocal and to be noticed because he's a distraction. And this is where we come to the main part of the match, the distraction. Drew McIntyre, a seasoned veteran. Before we go there, let's go back to when Drew goes over the top rope. A big man, 275, taking a front dive over the top rope. Wow, kudos to Drew. Now let's get to the distraction. Drew McIntyre makes the big mistake of looking down at MVP. MVP goes, Drew, or Bobby, whatever he said, distracted McIntyre. He misses the Claymore. There was not a Claymore hit the entire match. Now, technically, was there a spear hit? I don't know if you consider a spear once Drew's in the corner and Lashley goes in. That's more of a shoulder tackle. So there was no spear and no Claymore the entire match, which really shocked me. But I think it was great because it shows that Lashley couldn't get his, that Drew couldn't get his finish on Lashley. And then the mistake happens. Drew is disoriented, goes into the corner, and Bobby hits him with a great elbow. Bow, almost a phenomenal. Hits him with a massive elbow, rattles the teeth out of Drew's head. And I mean, you could tell it was a great shot. After that, The Hurt Lock goes on, and it shows you the power of Lashley, but also shows you the power of Drew McIntyre, how strong he is, how much traps he has, how he has that upper arm strength, and how he looked like he was gonna break out. And for a second, I thought he had it. And then Bobby Lashley brings him to his knees, brings him down, and Drew passes out. Crowd was shocked. Now, as for the crowd, it was half Bobby, half Drew. We were just happy to be there, and both of these guys had their fans. But for Drew McIntyre not to get his WrestleMania moment with fans, wow, what a shock. Because the writing was on the wall for Drew McIntyre to regain the WWE title for the third time, and it did not happen. And you know what? I think that was the right call, and we still have Bobby Lashley as a WWE champion. Now, if you watched Raw last night, you know what happened. And Drew is number one contender once again. So we'll see it at WrestleMania Backlash. So listen, that was a quick synopsis of the first main event at WrestleMania on Saturday Night 1. Tell me what you think. Like, subscribe, but most of all, comment. If I talk too fast, which I know I do, tell me slow down. I have to be back to work in about 10 minutes, so I'm here on my lunch break. But I want to make sure I got this out for you because I promise I put up content. Listen, guys, I'm doing the best I can, and I thank you so much. My subscriptions are going up, and I appreciate every last one of you. I mean it. We're going to get in this ride together, and listen, just help me out. Subscribe. I don't know what sign I'm looking at, but wherever that little button is, where my face is, click it, subscribe, tell your friends about me, and thank you so much. Wear your mask, social distance. We're almost there, guys. Get vaccinated if you believe in it. We're almost there. But most of all, do what I do, and that's stay tantalizing.